Hello everybody in YouTube land. I hope you're having a fantastic whatever day this is. I have no idea when this video is going to be out, but back here in Twitch land, it's a beautiful October 4th, and we're playing some Dark Matter. Continuing this with Ursula and Dex, building around both the Prophecia Profana and the Cyclopean Hammer. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun smashing a bunch with that hammer. We're looking for the hammer or Molly in our opening hand. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's get rid of these deck lists and let's get this game going, shall we? So, a bunch of stuff were put into the past. We're at a schoolyard. All that stuff I remember from the thing here. I imagine this hasn't really changed, but each investigator with 3 or fewer memories has to read desynchronization. An overturned school bus gathers dust on the school grounds. As you examine the vandalized windows, you notice a glimpse of your own reflection. However, you no longer recognize the person looking back at you. The frame, the distinct facial features, they all seem so familiar to you, yet you know this is not your body. You stare into the glass in disbelief. The face of your reflection morphs into a blank, pale mask with no mouth, nose, or eyes. The virtual reality no longer recognizes your residual self-image anymore. The mental projection of your digital self is decayed into nothingness. You must add the desync weakness into your deck, and it does not count towards your limit. This one, I didn't enjoy this one too much the first time I played it, so I'm curious to see how the second one goes. We've already done that for desync. So Revelation, you must choose. Suffer 1 mental trauma and add 1 tally mark next to your memories, then exile this card. If your deck has 5 or more cards in it, shuffle this card back into your deck. Otherwise, discard it. All right, let's continue to set up. Gather all cards. Put the boogeyman aside out of play. Don't worry about it. Randomly select one of these. Public School 187 version 3.0. My favorite version. It got rid of all the bugs in 2.0. We begin play at the school grounds. The decrepit and abandoned school grounds are eerily quiet. Scattered around the building are dropped books, lunchboxes, and tattered backpacks. Gets +1 shroud for each of your clues. If there are no clues on school ground, put the set aside a shimmer in the wall location into play directly above it. Oh my god, it's going to be a shroud 5 location near the end, huh? Set those aside. Attach Maya to the school grounds. It's a lightning bolt. Choose and discard 3 cards from your hand. Discard from each enemy engaged with you and move to any connecting location. Investigators at any location may trigger this ability. And then, because Dexter has the cyber virus, he will begin it with it in their hand. All right. Swarming, switching locations. I remember all of this. We also have to do a small little puzzle at the beginning. But let's draw our opening hands, shall we? We would love to see Prophecia Profana on our opening hand. Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. Magnifying glass is sick. Oh, sorry, I got so excited I pressed the space bar. Let's go. Honestly, hand's pretty great. All right, now let's go 2 for 2. Let's see Molly Maxwell or Cyclopean Hammer in this opening hand. I mean, I ain't going to complain about a good chunk of this hand. Unfortunately, I am going to probably get rid of a good chunk of this hand. I ain't going to complain, but I think a majority of these are going to be going into the bin. Because we need to find a Molly or something to do. So sick. That's for this hand. This hand, I mean, honestly, is really nice. I think we just burned these in hopes of finding some economy. Because she's card economy, which is going to be good for the future. Hey. So I think the only thing is we play this and we make this the locus, and then I think in the future this location disappears, which means our locus, we're always not at the locus. I hope the hammer isn't as broken as it seems. I don't want to become another key of yeast. I don't think it, honestly, I think it doesn't seem that broken because it does one thing and one thing very well, which is hit. It's about on par with Time Worn Brand, right? Just a very strong weapon. This one also takes up 2 hands. I think it's, for 5 experience, 5 cost, 2 hands, I think it does perfect for what it's supposed to do. Okay. Kate's virtual dreamscape is strikingly realistic. You feel the tingle of each hair and smell the worms in the ground below you. All sensations are amplified by the direct stimulation of the sensorimotor cortex. Just normal words I say all the time. In this world, it is difficult to distinguish between the simulated and the hallucinated. Each location is connected to each location adjacent. V 3.0. You approach the virtual school and pull out open the double doors, only to reveal a solid brick wall behind it. The simulation appears to have been tinkered with. You'll need to find another way inside. Locations cannot be switched with each other. After an investigator reveals the entrance hall, we immediately advance. Directly above it. Okay. Well, shall we get the show on the road? We're going to start by playing Magnifying Glass, and it's fast. And then we're going to play Prophesy Profana. Let's go. We're going to choose this location to be the locus. The school grounds is our locus. Then we're going to investigate for action number 2. We have 5 to 1. Nice. And then we'll go again. We have 5 to 2. Sweet. And as for you, Dexter, why don't you play Emergency Cash, play the hammer, and then I think we're just gonna play the ritual candles. No, we can't. We're gonna play the this. This should be in our hand as well. Go like this. Play David instead. And then we're going to actually have David spin. Spin, David, spin! Okay, upkeep phase. Crack the case. Really bad card right now. Ritual candles, can't play. That'll be nice when those become priests. We are at 2 of 4. Evil card number 1. After a scenario card places any amount of doom on a card, place 1 additional doom and discard future evils. This may cause the current agenda to advance. Uh-oh. Whispers. Secretly add this card to your hand. Forced. At the end of the round, if there are no other investigators at your location and manifested whispers in your hand, spawn it at your location. Okay. I'll tell you, I'm ready to do the whacking. I'm ready to do the whacking. All right, David. That's going to cause this to advance. So, David, thank you just for the resources. We're going to play this for 1. And then I think we're actually going to just draw some cards. Nice. We're going to investigate our location. We have 4, 5, 6 to 3. -2. Nice. We'll grab 2 clues here. If there are no, we could put it directly above this location, the entrance hall. Shimmer in the wall. Choose and discard 3 cards from your hand. Disengage from each. We can't move to this location unless through that ability. Well, that's what we got to do. I think cyber... No, it's after you discover the last clue at a location. So Dexter hasn't done it yet. I don't know. We really need we really need a read the signs. Otherwise, this cyber virus, he's going to just be infected until the end of time. Okay, well, we're going to have to discard 3 cards from our hand. A little bit unfortunate that we have to do that. But we have to. That's the rules. I'm not missing anything, right? Yeah, all right. Move up here, Ursula. After entrance hall is switched with another location, if you're at the entrance hall, draw 1 card and gain 1 resource. All right, so a bunch of stuff happens. First, we advance this. It doesn't take long for you to realize that something is horribly wrong. The interior is entangled in an impossible maze of hallways spurting off into every direction. The school's simulation has been completely corrupted. It will be impossible to find the children without first restoring the layout 1 segment of code at a time. Put the undefined room locations into play and around the entrance hall in the following schematic of icons. Undefined rooms, baby. This one. No, Act V3. Place. Let's go! Okay. This weird thing again. Alright, so we need circle up here. That's a horrible circle. Much better. Look at that perfect circle I drew, guys. Wow. We need square up here. Man, I have such good writing. Triangle. Plus sign. Squiggle. Nailed it. And this bottom one must be moon. Okay. So we can go like this and mark this one as good. Okay. Sweet. As a lightning bolt, we can spend player clues as a group, switch 2 adjacent locations with each other. At the end of the round, if the configuration of the school locations correspond to the following schematic, we advance. Okay. Okay, so let's just look at this. We flip these 2. We got to flip these 2, and we got to flip those 2. Okay. Okay. This is very doable. Very easy. Very easy. So we flip these 2 first. Yeah, I'm going to investigate with her, yes. I'm just kind of like making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. So let's investigate, because we moved. We have 4, 5, 6, because we are now always at the locus, baby. So we have 6 versus the game's 2. That's going to be a -2, so we're good. Let's grab a clue. I have no cards in hand, so we're just going to investigate 2 more times, I think. Nice. Nice. So I'm not going to do any switching until I have enough clues to just do it, I think. I was going to say something is not right there. I've done the math. Upkeep phase. Not great. Bye. Not going to worry about you right now. And I don't really want the extra mental trauma currently. End of the round, this thing out of my head. But I'm ready to hit it with a hammer. I want enemies to spawn because I'm ready to hit shit with a fucking hammer. Anyways, we're at 2 of 4. Furthest location from you. When Virtual Byakuya would move between 2 locations without an investigator, switch those locations with each other instead. Hey! Frick you! Frick you, game. Is the agenda placing... Yeah, I don't think Place of Doom on the agenda is from a scenario card. So after a scenario card places any amount of Doom on a card. But I don't think the agenda... I think the agenda is a step that says Place of Doom on the agenda. It's not a scenario card doing it. Okay. All right, how many switches do I need to do? We need to start by switching these 2. So that's 2 resources. 2 clues. So that's 1 switch. Then we switch... Ooh, okay. No, we start with this one. We switch these 2. I can actually switch those 2 right now, I think. Sorry. So that's 1. Then we switch these 2. That's 2. And then we switch. I need 8, I think. We've all been there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. We're gonna just investigate. We have 6 to 2. Sweet, grab the clue. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Action 2, we're going to move into this location. The empty hallways echo every sound you make, announcing your arrival to whatever horror lies in waiting. You're lost within this giant jigsaw puzzle. If Classroom K2 is adjacent to 4 other locations, each investigator at Classroom K2 adds 1 tally mark next to memories. Group limit. You paid clues but didn't move. No, sorry, I didn't actually pay the clues. I was going to, but then I stopped. I had 7 at the start of the turn. I gained 1 here, so we're still good. We're going to investigate as part of our move action. We have 6 to 3. What can you do? 6 to 3 one more time. We're on a very easy just investigate part of things right now. So I think now we can solve this puzzle as well. Because we can spend 2 clues to switch these 2 locations. So what that does is that gives us a check mark here. We've done it. Ooh, this is a bit awkward. We switched these 2. It's an extra 2. And then we can spend another 2. I might be 1 clue short. I might have been a bit ahead of this. We do this. Yeah, I'm 1 clue short. But luckily that'll be fine. That one's locked in. I know there are cards that in the deck that switch this, but hopefully we don't hit one. Alternatively, no, Dexter won't get a clue. His is pretty tough. If we passed one more, we would have been fine. And I mean, I still think we're going to be okay. Okay, Dexter, you're up. We're going to stop here for the switching right now. You're going to attack this guy. You have 8 to his 3. Let's go. 9 to his 3. Get the frick out of here. Then I think we move up to her location. I think. Okay. Upkeep. Three of 4. Evil card number 1. That's not great. Oh, it would be great if we get something that puts something on the thing here. That can go on Ursula. Okay. Sorry, this guy also came here. We wanted it to hit Ursula because she has a bit more soak than Rex has right now. Dex, not Rex. Okay, nothing's switched, so we can probably get through it this turn. Dex, you're going to go first. You're going to engage this guy. Then we're going to attack. We have 9 to 3. Hey, good thing we grabbed, huh? 9 to 3. So we succeeded by 3. We don't want to get rid of him. Yeah, Dex, you're just going to get hit. Hopefully we can find some soak for you in the future. Succeeding by 3 deals 3 damage? Oh my god. If you succeed by 3, deal plus 2 damage. Oh my god, Super Fang, you just saved my life. Oh my god. Anyways, that was incredible. Let's get some clues, shall we? Let's test 4, 5, 6 to 3. Give me a clue. All right, let's switch some things before we do the rest of our turn. So we have to switch these two. Now this one's right. We'll give the check mark just to remain consistent. And then we'll spend 2 clues to switch the last ones. Let's go for triptychs. Whoa! All right. Plus, circle, square, triangle, moon, squiggle. We've done it. I'll put the last check marks on just to keep it once again consistent. We've done it. Advance. When the school simulation has finally been restored, a choir of children's voices cry out, insane with terror from the school's intercom system. What did you do? We scrambled the school so the boogeyman couldn't find us. It's coming to eat us. You realize now that the corruption of the school and the boogeyman itself are not an outside influence. They are manifestations of the children's insanity, the personifications of their fears. What could have driven them to the edge of sanity? Regardless, if you can convince them that the monster stems from their own simulated imagination, perhaps you can save them before they are completely consumed by the terror. If the boogeyman is not in play, spawn the set-aside the boogeyman enemy in the entrance hall. I'm the boogeyman. How's it going? Massive hunter cannot be attacked, damaged, or evaded. Still don't like that, but what can you do? Reveal all unrevealed locations. Avatars, okay. To classroom K2, to the library, to the gymnasium, and to the biology lab. Okay. You must help the children overcome their nightmares before they are consumed by it. Now that you're familiar with the architecture of the school, perhaps you can modify it to your advantage. As the lightning bolts spend 1 player clues as a group, switch 2 adjacent locations with each other. Save as many of the children as you can. If the boogeyman is defeated, we advance. Parlay, book, brain, fist. All right, so fist is going to be the hard one. Was that supposed to be at the end of the round? At the end of the round. All right. I'm going to just investigate twice then. Let's just pretend I haven't seen anything. It was supposed to be, but we were just going to investigate anyway. So 6-3. Nice. Nice. All right, upkeep. Upkeep over here. End of the round. Oh my god, what the frick? Okay. The boogeyman cannot be attacked, damaged, or evaded. I hate this card. I hate this situation too, man. This is pretty vile. Boom. You hear a giggling laughter that echoes through the virtual landscape. Footsteps shuffle from somewhere nearby, growing steadily louder. Nightmare's fiend creeps out of the statue, standing 7 feet tall with a white painted face, red ringed eyes, and unnatural yellow curly hair. The thing almost looks like a clown, but no real world clown would ever wear the tattered, moldy yellow and black costume it's garbed in. No clown's eyes would ever be filled with such a crazed menace. It smiles unnaturally wide, showing row upon row of sharp, triangular teeth. Upon its head is an old-fashioned doctor's round reflector. Around its neck hangs a stethoscope. It raises its finger, and you can see that each finger ends in a long, old-fashioned hypodermic needle. get vaccinated. This can only be every child's worst nightmare, and you instantly, almost instinctively know what this creature must be. This is the boogeyman. Regardless of the current act, shuffle to set aside the boogeyman encounter set into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. This set is indicated by the following icon. Happy boy. Happy boy. This sucks. Right here, that really sucks. Attacks you, okay. Bruh! What does he attack for? 2 horror, you say. Alright, we're testing 6 to 4. That's fine. -1, we're good. Surprise! Yuck. Okay. Okay. The boogeyman is at the location above or below Alma's location. Parlay. Test brain 2. If you succeed, flip her over and resolve the text on the other side. Take damage. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then we test foot 3. We would like to pass this, so we'll go 5 to 3. Sweet. Yeah, I'll move. I'll move into this location, and we'd also would investigate. It's 6 to 2. Sweet. And then this is gone. Thanks, Superfang. Okay, our turn. This is actually really nice. Okay, we're going to investigate this location with this cafeteria ability. Probably. Yes. Yes. So we're going to test at 6 to 4. That is pretty good. Let's do it. 6 to 4. Nice. I'll grab this clue and then this clue. We're going to play the Tooth of Etsley, I think. And then we're going to move into this location. I'm then going to spend 2 clues to swap these locations. Okay, beautiful. Now Dexter. Let's parlay. Brain 2. I don't remember what's on the other side of these, so let's kind of get some ideas. We're at 6 to 2. Sweet. Let's see what it is. I forget. With patience and care, you reassure Alma and persuade her to open her eyes and carefully scrutinize the simulated nightmare. Through her fingers, she finally notices the subtle discrepancies that can only be observed from specific angles, thus breaking the illusion of the dreadful monster. Without sustenance of Alma's fear, and the boogeyman's 1,000 teeth, yellow teeth fall out of its gaping maw and shatter across the ceramic floor. Thanks for helping us. I'm Elma, and I'm in charge of environmental controls on the ship. It's really cold. I need a jacket. The little girl strolls out of the school without fear. Place a horror token on the boogeyman. If there are 4 on him, he is defeated. Add this card to the victory display. Hey, I ain't gonna complain about that. We do have this read the signs, which I think is gonna be pretty clutch. We're gonna move into this location. And then we're going to play an Armageddon, I think. You might be asking why, Justin, you have the hammer. More tricks. It's nice to have tricks on standby. Enemy phase, we're going to move the boogeyman here, I think. No, I think we move him here. Yeah. Sweet. Upkeep phase. Perception's pretty nice. Promise of Power is really good. 1 of 10. Excuse me. Evil card is Whispers, but spooky. Okay. Okay. Well, let's start here. Ursula. I think the agenda would place an additional doom. The agenda? Oh, right. Place 1 doom on it. Yes, thank you. So then this would go up to 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the text on the agenda. The thing I forgot to read out loud. That's why my brain was like, what? Okay, thank you. Oh, it's the start of the enemy phase. Okay, well, we'll still be at 4 at the start of the enemy phase. The story asset. Future evil adds doom to the story asset, not the agenda, right? After a scenario card places any amount of doom on a card, place 1 additional doom and discard it. But the doom is placed on the agenda, so it would put additional doom on the card. So right now we're at 1, but we're going to be more because he's going to be grabbing what's his nuts this turn. I mean, I actually also could just be smart and have to move here instead with that knowledge because I didn't read the card. This is because either way, I'm going to be doing one of these kids this turn. Don't say it like that, Justin. But we're going to, I think, yeah, we'll do that instead because then we can just ignore that thing and play responsibly and play smart. Okay. All right, we're going to move for action number 1, and then we're going to investigate. With our free move. So we have 6 to the game's 2. Nice, we'll grab a clue. We're going to spend that clue and 1 more clue to swap these 2 locations. That was action 1. Action 2, we're going to parlay. We have 5 to 2. That is pretty good, and that's probably what we're going to be happy with. -2. Let's parlay with this kid. Hey, William. You catch up with the boy that is frantically running around and calm him down by convincing him that the boogeyman will never actually reach him, as it only means to scare him. When the nightmare stops dead in its tracks in front of you, the boy finally sighs in relief. Without the sustenance of the child's fear, the creature's wicked arms and legs shrink to a more comprehensible size. You can call me Will. I'm in charge of the ship's navigation systems and docking procedures. You tell him to wait for you outside and he complies without hesitation. Take it, loser. This is the hard one. think we move here. And then Dexter's turn is a pretty simple, just a 1, 2, 3. Keep the party together. It's the best way to defeat the boogeyman. Then the boogeyman's going to move here for his action, for enemy phase. The start of the enemy phase. Cthulhu's come and taken all my hair. Actually, I donated it to Haster. I donated it to Haster. Cthulhu didn't want it, I asked, but I gave it to Haster. Sweet. Okay. Upkeep. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. Boom. 2 of 10. Evil card over here. That sounds fun. Virtual Byakhee, baby. Let's zip zap wanna grab. Okay, we would like Ursula to go first. Now we want probably Dexter to try this one first. So Dexter's gonna go first. We're gonna attack the Byakhee. We have 5, 6, 8, 8 to 3. Get this fricker out of here. And then action number 2, we're going to talk to this kid. We're going to commit this promise of power. Byakhee spawns far away? Oh, that's fine. Farthest from me, over there. So we gained an action. Chat, you actually just rewarded me with an action. Thank you so much. And we're okay with them swapping right now. Swapping is no longer a problem. We can actually even use this to our advantage. Okay. All right, action number 1, we're going to do that thing I talked about. We have 7 to his 2. Sweet. Flip him. You calm down the boy hiding under the desk and manage to convince him that the boogeyman is no match for your combined strength and confidence. He stands up and yells toward the fiendish monstrosity, "We're not scared of you! You're just a clown!" The abomination cries out in pain as its hypodermic claws shrink and morph into limp red gloves. The boy introduces himself as David. "I'm in charge of the engines and the main power. I've been feeling awfully sick lately, but thank goodness my stomach finally stopped hurting." You tell David to wait for you outside the school, and he quickly runs off. Take that, punk. All right, these are only victory locations. This one and then that one. That's sweet. So we're going to move here because then the Byakhee can switch these two. Move him there. Okay. Thumbs up. In a perfect world, we also like to get rid of this thing. Which I suppose we still could, actually. Because we have 2 actions left. Let's do it. We're going to investigate this location at 7 to 2. Nice. Cyber virus time! Now chat, say it with me. What is the best thing to do to a cyber virus? Hit it with a hammer. We have 9 to the guy's 2. Okay, we actually want the +1 for that one, I think. Yeah, bonk it. All right, so, excuse me, Dexter? So we have +1. So we are now at 10 to 2. Sorry. There's only one curse token in there, right? Yeah, okay. So we can just reveal another one. All right. So this guy's going to take 3 damage, and then we're going to also just bonk him over here. Bonk the virus! We do want to kill the virus, so that is going to be on our list of things to do. And then we're also actually going to spend Dex's clues to move these 2 locations. Now, Ursula... Their evasion is so high. This one's going to be tricky. We might have to just accept that this one stays here. There is also this one. So we're probably going to put a tablet in. We're going to put a tablet in, and let's just accept that we're going to put a tablet in. Ursula can get rid of her hypochondria. And then we're going to actually draw 3 cards, I think. Cool. All right, enemy phase. Switches these 2. Did I not put the curses in? Oh, I didn't. Thank you. Thank you. I actually do want the curses in, so thank you. And then this guy, we put him there. And then at the end of your turn... Oh, sorry. So we actually should do this before that. We're testing 4 to 3. Cancel that chaos token, return to the chaos pool, and then reveal a new token. All right, we fail, so we have to move 1 location closer. We will move here. He's going to come there and then give us some mental bonk. Okay, then those switch. Okay. Is there an order for how hunter enemies resolve, or is it just up to players? Because if it's up to me, I want to move it. I want to do it the way I did it. Up to lead investigator. That's what I thought. All right, 3 of 10. Evil card number 1. We're testing 4 to 3. That's easy. Also, the hitting guy gets spawned. Yeah, I was about to say this guy shouldn't be in my hand anymore. All right, 4 to 3. I'll go 5 to 3. I believe we're going to pass this. Nice. Draw a card. Perfect. Just what we wanted, chat. Farthest location from me. But I'm pretty sure we could do it. Yeah, Ursula can't take attacks of opportunity. That is really nice. Oh, that makes this so much easier. Okay. I think these things are going to stay, and we just have to accept that. So Dexter's going to move up here. He's going to discard 3 cards from his hand, and then move to a connecting location. Yes. And then we're going to give this guy the bonk, the virus the bonk. We have 9 to the guy's 2. We'll ignore that one. Draw a new token. Sweet, get this guy on the victory display. Then I think our last action is to move in here and just like protect Ursula just in case things go south here, but I don't think they will. And then we're going to spend 2 of our clues to switch these 2 locations. Ursula's first action is going to be a move down here. Oh, sorry. I'm going to say this is the location I want to investigate with my Call of the Unknown. Then we move down here. We don't take its attacks of opportunity because we are not at the locus. Once again, school grounds is the locus. And then we're going to investigate for free. We have 6 to 3. Plus 1, 7 to 3. Thank you, curse token. And then action number 2, we're going to try to parlay with this tilde. Once again, we don't need to take attacks of opportunity. That's crazy. All right, we have 5 to 2. Let's go 7 to 2. Sweet. Flip this. You persuade the anxious girl that the monster's simpler artificial intelligence can easily be outwitted and avoided. She observes the boogeyman's movements and finally nods in agreement. You both watch as the tattered clown's head deflates like a balloon, and its voice garbles into gibberish. The girl thanks you for your help. My name is Tilda. I'm in charge of the ship's digital mainframe and cybersecurity. I've had a headache for a while, but now I'm feeling much better. She carefully navigates around the boogeyman and exits the school building. Place a horror on him. He is defeated. We immediately advance. Wow, we absolutely crushed that scenario. Resolution 3. Without fear and terror of its victims' minds to prey on, the horrific digital monstrosity deflates like a balloon and dissipates into the simulation. I've now changed my mind on Blasphemous. That was clutch. I mean, if someone's running curses and you're yellow, just play Blasphemous Covenant. It just makes it that curses ain't a problem for you anymore. Anyway, Resolution 3. Outside, the sun comes out and it appears to be a beautiful spring day. Inside, the halls are clean and orderly with brightly painted pictures on the walls. The children themselves, who have first appeared dirty and disheveled, now appear clean and neat in school uniforms. They are overjoyed that the boogeyman and all the bad people are finally gone. They understand that they can never return home and that their families are long dead, but that does not diminish their happiness that there is no more boogeyman to scare them and that they have a real teacher to take care of them again. The virtual landscape is now filled with happy, loving children. We fully restored of Kate. An investigator may choose to add the Kate 100% functionality permanent to their deck. We are going to. It is very strong. During the investigation, choose to investigate. The investigator gain an additional action, which may be used to scan. That's going to be Ursula. If at least one copy, we add a tablet. So that's a bit unfortunate. Tablets are strong, but only one of them isn't too bad, to be honest. We get Victory X. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. Schoolgrounds also has victory. Oh my god, 8? 8 experience. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, we proceed to Interlude 1, Mission Briefing. This is where it gets so cool. I love this part. Is this the thing? Yeah, it is. Let's search for the fragment. Okay. Mission Briefing 2. So yeah, we get leads. I'm not going to read all this. We've done it before, but you can pause the video. Here, let me move it a bit more just so my head's not in the way if anyone wants to read this on YouTube. But basically, there's, if I remember correctly, there is 3 things that has to happen or something like that. The search for the fragment. Yeah, we have 3 traces. We get 3 leads that we need to follow. I'll read the leads on the next one. We may watch a simulated performance of the translated play. Should we do it, chat? Should we read the play? Should we watch it? Do we dare read The Heir to Carcosa? F yes, we do. F yes. The program begins with the royal family of Yatil cowering behind the King in Yellow, avatar of Hastur. For the next 3 hours, you witness a horrifying creative work full of betrayal, intrigue, and horror. The story unfolds thus. After claiming Yatil and absorbing it into Carcosa, the King in Yellow took the insane princess of Camilla as a consort. Before her death, the princess bore the Ancient One 3 children who became fosterlings of Hastur. They were 2 boys named Thothut and Tassilok, normal names, and a girl named Tassilda. While normal seemingly at first, the children develop many of the physical characteristics and powers of their father. This transformation was viewed by their mother as yet another of Carcosa's many corruptions. It was the final blow to Camilla's mind, causing her heart to stop from despair and grief. For some time, the royal trio lived with their sire in Carcosa, evil beings serving loyally at the foot of their father. But soon, like their mother and uncle and grandmother before them, the princes and princess of Carcosa began to whisper, squabble, and plot. They had dreams of power and succession. Eventually, Thothut and Tassilok unwisely moved against their father. Hastur was aware of their plot all along and easily avoided their traps. In a way too horrible to describe, he destroyed both of his sons. Classic. His daughter Tassilda, who knew of their siblings' plot but refused to take part in it, was spared. But she had done nothing to warn her father, choosing to wait and see if their plot was successful before committing to a course of action. For her silent betrayal, Tassilda was punished. Her father, he who should not be named, sealed her into her home, which the Ancient One tore free of Carcosa and hurled out into space. Her father claimed that in an inevitable time she will be released and granted all that she desires. We have watched the performance to the Heir of Carcosa. Everyone suffers 1 mental trauma. Not great for Dexter. Being at 5 is a little bit spooky, but that's what the liquid courage is for. Alright, aboard the Tatterdemalion, you and your companions seek the coordinates of the asteroid fragment to prevent the ascension of the Tassilda, daughter of Hastur. Upon analyzing the remaining data aboard the ship, Kate and you have decided on 3 traces that are worth investigating. However, time is of the essence. You may want to visit the destination you think will be most valuable first. Trace 1. The last destination of the Tatterdemalion before traveling to the fragment was a research laboratory on a stray asteroid named Elbrus. This specific facility was built to study and experiment with materials that exhibit quantum-like behavior. You aren't sure what the cultists were hoping to achieve there, but perhaps these scientists can steer you in the right direction. Lost Quantum, The Shadow of Earth. Thorough analysis of the archives has revealed evidence of hacking into the mainframe of an Earth survey vessel named the Nostalgia 2, and several references to a quarantine. Oh, no, it hurts. No, we're still in quarantine. And to trust no one. If you can establish contact with the crew, maybe you can figure out what the cultists were looking for. The Tatterdemalion appears to have landed on one of Saturn's moons several times in the past few years. The ship's log record those operations as negotiations. Kate notes that this particular is strange, as there are no known human outposts this far into the solar system. You could pay a visit to these coordinates to figure out what these negotiations consist of. So if I remember correctly, we got bodied in, I think it was The Shadow of Earth, which from what I remember, has changed a lot since then. So we could do that one first. I think we also got, I think this one I really like. Strange Moons was really good. I think this one was really good. Let's do Strange Moons first. That's the one we're going to do first. Give me that Strange Moons. Nope. Going too far. Help. Strange Moons. All right, that's the one we're going to do next. Sweet. All right, everyone on YouTube, thanks for watching. I want to do a big thank you to all of our awesome patrons that are just all the way down there. Thank you for supporting the channel, allowing me to make more content and also then stream more Arkham Horror. I'm going to be setting up some goals soon that if we reach those levels, I'll be able to add additional stream days. And then also, like, my biggest goal is edited in-person gameplay videos. So that's a thing for the future as well. I'm going to have some milestones. So if you have pledged at certain levels for a certain number of time, you get some awesome stuff. One of which I am planning on being custom action tokens for our patrons. Because my sister, she does awesome woodworking. So she's going to make some little wood action tokens for everybody when they've reached certain thresholds on the Patreon page. So that's just another awesome thing that I'm hoping to do for all of that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. We'll be continuing Dark Matter very soon on YouTube and then on Twitch. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So, see you later. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.